Down to 0 seconds left. Vladimir being picked and locked in.
If Smeb had misplayed up in top, we might get some action, actually.
Oh, wow. Someone forced the flash. There's the follow-up. Score does get the first blood. He is going to spot Sungwon here with that ward.
Ends up getting rooted. And the reason that Score was coming down bottom was to deflect this, and here we go.
I mean, Smeb, he is going to eat a big bunch of damage, but look at Songyun underneath that turret. The equalizer comes down. Not the best, but the ultimate there will come out. Smeb might pay for it with his life, is on the run, does go down to Songyun. That's going to be a 1-for-1 trade.
Honestly, that was just a very big mechanical mishap out of KT. Very peculiar to see them make that. Okay, speaking of mechanical failures.
And look at this.
Help but laugh.
Now, Mata in a really awkward spot. They're going to try to turn on to Key, but actually Def doesn't really have enough mana here, but Score with the follow-up with the red buff will pick up the kill onto Sungwon. Is beginning to show. Obviously that bot dive helped out a little bit. Oh, we see coming on in is Sungwon with the double buff. There comes the shockwave and the flash away. Pawn will live.
Nice outplay by Pawn right there. Ends up getting Mickey's flash. He does have to expend both of his summoners though, but it's still a victory nonetheless because that ultimate on Sungwon is so valuable to his team, and this probably means that KT is going to possibly get first blood turret. Score looking for a kill.
Especially with the damage that Sungwon had taken, it doesn't seem like ROX, even if they knew that they could go into that dragon. So they're going to get the first blood turret and the Infernal Drake. We actually have Key rotating top at the same time, so this could get a little bit messy as Sungwon is heading top as well. And here we go. He's going to engage onto Smeb, but there are 3 members of KT here. Linderong pretty tanky, actually missing the root there. No knock-up either. Sungwon and Key do rotate up, so no kill there for KT.
Could have just let his minions die and then perma-freeze the lane.
Oh, they really want this kill onto Pawn. So much damage coming out. The shockwave, though, chunking down Songyun and Key. Here comes Smeb. Meanwhile, top turret has taken Scorer, going to pick up the kill. Now Linderong making his way into mid. And so that will stop any other kills from happening. So trading 1-for-1, but still KT gets top turret.
And it looks like ROX are going to actually press on and go for mid-tier 1. Don't quite know exactly what Mickey's doing. He has aggro.
Well, he's trying to do that burst damage onto Mata, and he will pick up the kill and does survive. Oh, I spoke too soon. Down he goes, Smeb. The nice play, nice follow-up there. Now turning onto Smeb, eating a bunch of damage. Score pretty low as well. Can't help out too much. Meanwhile, Deft is just, he's being that solo queue player. He's just sitting top and split pushing the entire game.
Well, speaking of solo queue, Brendan, a lot of these decisions are looking very solo queue-esque. You can see Deft actually almost managed to get top tier 2, and Linderong might actually go down to Score here.
Oh boy, especially with that red buff. He's Dredge lining away. The speed up from Orianna is not going to be enough as ROX does rotate over to help him out.
And KT now at a 4,500 gold lead. They're looking like they're going to be able to close this game out probably in the next 10 minutes or so.
Mata forced a flash here. Not enough damage just come out onto him. The Wild Growth onto Sungwon. Score from the back. The equalizer misses again, but he is going to try to follow up here. Does pick up the kill onto Sungwon. Gets knocked up, but they're still on the chase. Linderong forced to flash the wall to retreat. But Pawn, he once more, he's going to pick up the kill there onto Mickey. Linderong, dredge lining into 5 people, goes down. That's a nice little cute double kill for Pawn. And that's going to mean at least this tier 1 turret as well. Well, trying to engage here once again, just keeping tabs. Oh, Linderong from behind with the teleport. He wants a couple knockups. There they come down. The double knockup onto 2 people, but look at that equalizer in the back. Finishing off Lulu, who's extremely low. Smeb now getting into the fight. Oh man, this is just way too much AoE damage. Mickey gonna eat it too. Triple kill to Score. And this game is just getting way too out of hand. You can see that Rumble pick. You know, he did miss, 2 or 3 equalizers so far. Had he hit all of those, you could see exactly why this champion is just getting more and more popular. And hold that thought, Songyun is just way out of position, gonna go down. Score not holding back, giving him everything he's got. Now goes up to 7-0-6.
He has 100% kill participation.
Wow.
In this game. So you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that Mata gets the MVP.
Deft, man. He's taken out the most turrets. He gets the split pusher award.
Well, ROX Tigers looking like they want to be clumped for an equalizer. They're thinking that's a great idea.
That's what they're looking for here. They're all going to get knocked up and score from behind. He's like, remember me? I'm your worst nightmare. And poor Mickey, man, he is just not long for this world. A double kill for Graves, and that's going to be an easy Baron pickup for KT.
I don't even know what it was that I just watched, Brendan. I have no idea what was going on.
It ended so soon. I mean, it's like it never even happened.
Well, the ROX Tigers were saying to themselves, you know what? They have a lot of combo potential, especially in condensed areas, so let's just give them that right now. It would take KT having a... It would actually take like a perfect scenario from ROX and a worst case scenario from KT mechanically wise for them to lose a fight at this point.
Songyun forced to flash the shockwave and almost dies anyway.
And so right now, if you're the ROX Tigers, you can do something that coaches back in StarCraft used to talk about very often, which is you just stall out the game as long as possible, and you just start talking to yourselves about what you're going to do in the next game.
You know, should we pick this comp again? Maybe we should not clump up as many times as we have in this game.
Just try to wear your opponents out because they still have to keep playing, right? They have to keep going and talking about keep going.
Yeah, they're going on in. Big redemption onto the ROX members, but it's just not going to matter. Too much damage coming out here. Mickey can't stay in the fight for more than 2 seconds. Songyun, yeah, he's going to go down too, and that just might be the game right away. I mean, this is going to be a extremely quick game 1.
Looks like it certainly will be. Third inhibitor falls, Nexus turret falls. There's no way that Mickey and Key are going to be able to defend against this.
Pawn looks like he's playing solitaire. He's like not even trying. Score with a big smile on his face, trying to, you know, rack up that KDA. So that's going to be it. They take the Nexus. Game 1, very one-sided, goes to KT.
I mean, in every single role, you have to be expecting that it's not going to be the easiest time mechanically or during laning phase. In the later stages, though, it's going to be very easy for Linderong to match the Zed in bottom lane and then enable Mickey to continue scaling because it is a red side Zed. Having a little bit of a skirmish here over the Wraiths.
The fight over the Raptors, and it looks like Linderong picked up the big Raptor. I'll hold that thought. Actually, Mickey pushing in really far. And needs another turret shot here. Pawn, he might just be able to get a solo kill, let alone the Gragas. That was coming from the left side. Mickey actually does escape to the right side. It looks like they didn't know exactly where Seongwan was, so they did not chase. He's going to be on a ward again, and there's the flash from Score, and a flash away from Mickey, so he will maybe get away. Pawn flashing in for the first blood. Now trading a bit with Seongwan, and it looks like he will go down as well. So trading the 1-for-1, but KT does pick up first blood.
Nice pickup of first blood for KT, but still a little bit bizarre to watch the mechanical failures keep happening.
It's going to come down to the smite fight, and it looks like Seongwan will pick that up a little bit early there for Score. Meanwhile, having a bit of a trade here in mid, missing those shurikens. Does end up being slightly advantageous for Mickey.
And they're going to be looking for team fights around that point before ROX can scale up a little bit more. But the problem is the clock with the Zed. Score might just die. Okay,
yeah, it gets rooted there, and with the follow-up and all that Graves damage, didn't even have to use collateral damage. And a really nice play there, just locking them up, getting that kill. You know, just the team composition of KT. I'll hold that thought. Pawn's going real deep onto Seongwan. Doesn't even do all that much damage, but they find Mickey in the front. He is extremely low. He does just barely go down. This is what we were talking about. ROX Tigers, a couple of members getting caught out now. Really nice slow there from Mata. That's going to pick them up the second kill, and a double kill for Deft as well. Talk about more eggs in the basket. Deft is going to be pretty nicely fed.
And they know that Linderong doesn't have TP, and so the game just completely flipped on its head. ROX Tigers, they had one job, Brendan, make use of having 3 in mid lane, rotating down into bottom, and then having Pawn go from top to mid, and that's going to constantly supply a dance of pressure.
Oh, okay, Pawn's going in on this. Immediately cleansing that exhaust, but oh man, the arrow coming through. And Pawn is forced to run away, actually flashing the wall. Does not want any more of that fight. Linderong eating a bunch of damage, will be cast back into the team, but extremely tanky on that Nautilus right now, as is Smeb. They're going to jump on into him, and he will go down. Seungwon laying down a nice bit of damage, but too low to participate anymore. Double kill now onto Smeb as Songyun gets twisted advanced, and that's going to be 2 kills and another turret going over to KT.
The problem for ROX right there is even with their turret, without Mickey's Rise, it's just not enough for them to win a team fight. Now the Baron does dissipate, but it might come at the cost of their bottom inhibitor turret. Mickey has arrived right now, and they're going to be able to keep the turret alive. Big victory right there. Smeb used that twisted advance. So clutch, he was about to get Rune Prison as this team tries to do something in mid lane.
Oh, big stun there by Score, getting that really nice engage. Now Linderong all alone, essentially, up in the front. Smeb will be stunned, though. A lot of damage getting onto that tree, but look in the back. Here comes Pawn. He wants to get onto that back line, trying to get down Key, does not. Eventually, Nautilus does get taken out here. And Deft, you know, very healthy still, so he is going to continue the push.
But it could have gone a lot worse for KT. Deft doing a ton of work right there, and now Baron back on the map.
Oh, look at this. Deft is going hard. He goes in, picks up another kill. Now 4-0-2. And with that red buff, he lands the slow onto Key. Pawn looks like he really wanted that kill. Will not find it, though, but a great pickup there, taking out Songyun in the mid lane.
Just does not care. He just keeps going on, taking a little bit of turret damage. Now, wow, lots of poke coming out from that Ezreal. Seungwon casts his ultimate, just trying to dish out as much damage as possible, but meanwhile Smeb did rotate and escort the wave into bottom. KT should be able to get the bottom turret here. Should just need one more wave. Songyun, though, only 1 second away. Doesn't have the Enchanted Crystal Arrow yet, though.
So much poke damage landed by both Deft and Pawn here. Now we're going to have actually the advance onto Mickey this time. Does have the Zhonya, is going to buy himself some time. There's that arrow. Smeb getting very low and gets taken out. But here comes Pawn. He's going in 1v5. He might actually be taken out. He does get Dredgeline. Picks up that kill, though. Oh, man, he's actually going to survive somehow, some way. Gets out of here. Meanwhile, there's no one to deal with Deft. Picks up that kill with the Shuriken somehow. Does Pawn, and everybody on the ROX Tigers that's still alive is super low. Forced to go back.
I have no idea how Pawn just lived throughout all of that. They would be able to know that, okay, well, ROX can't actually do anything as they don't have any waves available to them.
There's the blue ward and the Hawkshot coming out, but look at Linderong teleporting into that back line there. Smeb in the front also trying to lay down that damage. Goes really deep, actually grabs Songyun in the back. Meanwhile, the turrets are going down in the main base, and KT is on the run. Huge stun there from Score, and ROX is just being routed now. Mickey on the run. That's going to be a 3rd kill going over to KT. And it looks like they might be able to pick up Mickey here, too.
Everyone's going to Disneyland, Brendan.
Down he goes. He almost picks up a kill on the way. Deft's like, okay, I don't even want to do Baron anymore. Let's just win the game.
Deft doesn't care. He's headed straight to the Nexus. And teleport coming in, locking up that turret from Smeb. They're going to raise this last Nexus turret, and there's no one coming, so the Nexus is definitely going to fall. And ROX Tigers lose game number 2 here, despite a fantastic early game.
They were in a pretty good spot. They were not able to capitalize, though. And as you said, game 2 goes over to KT.